making hay. Hello everybody, welcome to Bales Hay Farm and Ranch. I'm Trevor Bales.
I'm Nate.
Nate what?
Nate Rosenbaum.
Bum is in your last name?
Boom.
Bum? Bum.
I'm a bum.
Bum. Rosenbaum. Before we get into everything, I gotta thank Fluidall and Forney. Forney has some awesome shop products. Their plasma torch gets used daily at our place. Sorry, I'm not there to watch them do it, but they're using it all the time. The welder's getting used. Gloves. Do you have your gloves with you? He's driving today, so he doesn't have his gloves with him. I have mine with me. They're in the back. But anyways, Fluidall, awesome products for in the shop as well. Moving oil products, keeping your equipment serviced easily. I love it. I love their stuff. Anyways, I'm showing Nate. Nate's running the squeeze today, so I'm showing him some fields he's never been to. We're getting ready to turn down a dirt road, and these guys are just pulling off the dirt road. We gotta let them. They just finished. Did you count the stacks already?
No.
Looks like there's 3 out there. I can't tell yet. There he goes. Oh, it's Dustin. D&K. Dustin King. I knew that guy. Hey, Arturo. Chapo. Nestor. All right, no one coming. We're good. Oh, I hate this dirt road. It's always so rough. Oh. This field always used to make 3 full loads. There's only 1 load out here. That's pretty sad. It is hot. Usually when the hotter it gets, the more humid it gets, the more the alfalfa slows down. It's been pretty hot. Yesterday was like 117 I saw my pickup. It's kind of a sad 2 weeks over here for Nate and I. Nate, you want to tell them what happened to your best friend?
So I would like to talk about it, but my best friend decided to just leave me. I guess he
and me.
Yeah. Decided he found a better job, which I don't know what there was out there, but
benefits. Who needs benefits? Aren't that cool, are they?
No, I mean, just don't get hurt and you're fine.
Yeah. I mean, and working indoors, is it really that great to have air conditioning all the time?
Air conditioning is a future thing. We gotta live in the past a little bit.
Right?
Remember our ancestors.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. No, Justin, he actually wrote a resignation letter, which I think is the first resignation letter in the history of farming to ever be written. So I think I'm going to frame it because he wrote it by hand, and so it's at the office. And I think I'm going to frame it. But put in his 2 weeks, worked a full 2 weeks, even worked the extra Saturday and Sunday. Said, I'll keep working. So, awesome. So Justin he's actually will be working the same company his mom works with, which is pretty cool. It's actually closer to home for him. Like we were joking around, he's got benefits. He'll be inside. The hours are much more predictable. He can have a life outside of work, which I don't. Nate hates his life. That's why he's back here working for me.
Yeah,
You don't want to do anything after work, do you?
I go home. Well, I work out.
You work out?
I work out every day after work.
He's kind of skinny and small. Yeah, so Nate's actually, if you guys remember from several videos in the past, he wants to be a commercial pilot. And so when he goes and does a bunch of schooling, gets low on funds, goes back and works. And I pay you pretty good, don't I?
Yeah, I mean, that keeps me afloat. I can definitely save. Especially in times like these, it's nice.
Yeah, and it's nice. I don't have to train him every time he comes back, so it's good for me. That's why I pay him a little more than I'd pay him. Well, I'd pay quite a bit more than I'd pay a guy that I was training.
Yeah, for sure.
He's like $75 an hour.
75, yeah. I make at least $1,000 a day sometimes.
Anyway, so he's going to run the squeeze today, which is going to free up some time for me, my dad, and Brian. Oh, wow, you guys should see this hay. It's really hot outside. I'm not going to get out and show it to you, but it's really pretty. So let's put this in barn. It's fine stem. We're going to call this premium. Let's go to barn 3.
Barn 3.
Yes, when you fill out the ticket. So he's going to be filling out tickets, and each ticket has the grower, if we didn't grow it ourselves, the buyer, if we're buying it or someone else is buying it from us, because it goes both ways. When I'm buying it from Custom Harvest people, when someone comes in my barns and buys it and we ship it out of state or wherever they're going with it, doesn't matter. They go both ways. Goes for that as well. So we've got to fill these tickets out because this is a Custom Harvest field, and to pay them, we pay by weight. And for the office, I need to know everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. So 8 full stacks. So anyways, so I'm just showing him exactly how to fill the paper out and where the hay is going to go, because the hay goes in specific places depending on its quality. I just got off the phone with Lisa. The house our H2A guys are in, a manufactured home. This is Arizona. This is what we deal with. We've got several air conditioning units on it, and they just can't keep up, and it's hot in that house. So now I got to figure out a way to cool it. The plan, I think, is to build a barn over the top of it. It'll make it last a lot longer. I would really like a barn on it for two reasons. One, keeps the AC, keeps it cooler. Two, the longevity of the house. However, everything is super expensive right now, and so I do not want to build a barn at the moment, but we might have to. We might have to. Anyways, so we're headed to the next location for Nate. I'll show him that. Then he's gonna start running the squeeze, which I don't know if I'm gonna video if he's running the squeeze. Maybe we'll watch him a little bit. We'll see. It's actually been several weeks, I guess 3 weeks, since the last video. We are in a field that's very memorable for Nate.
It brings back the good old days.
The good old days. This is the field he learned how to drive the semi in. That's how it's been a long. There's been some big changes. Nicole and I tried to take a 3-night staycation, and we just had some issues. So I got back and we had to make some changes on the farm. So we're down quite a few people. Justin wasn't part of one of the changes. He just turned in his 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Choche, one of our drivers, he had to go to Mexico to get a shot in his eyeball or something. He's been gone since then. And then Ron had to take off, so he's no longer with us. So we're down on drivers. Nate's really stepped up. I just don't even go home anymore. But anyways, we love our lives. Anyways, so we're gonna look at this hay real quick and figure out where to put it, because that's part of my job. I look and decide where all the hay is gonna go, what barn we put it in, so we know exactly what we're pulling out of each barn. You guys, this hay, I'm just gonna roll down the window and show you. Can you see it? I'm yelling at the camera. We'll get closer. Oh my gosh. Wow. 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 I bet they didn't even need steam. That stuff is nice. I can kind of tell when they use steam, the bales just look a certain way, but they could have, who knows. I think this stuff should just go to barn 3 as well.
Okay.
I'd send it all to the same place. It's all really nice.
Barn 3, number 1.
Premium.
Can
you handle this job?
Yeah.
He can handle it.
I can handle it.
He's fine. I'm not worried. So I have bad news.
Oh, man.
Yesterday when I was running the squeeze, it blows cool, just not cold.
Well, that sucks.
We'll put it in the shop after you're done, and we'll put the vax on it and
get a bag of ice, put it on my head, and call it good.
Put a bag of ice. You can sit on another bag of ice. One bag on your head, one on your butt. Sorry. That's another thing we got to deal with. Yesterday was like 117. I saw at some point in my pickup. Stuff it's hard to keep anything cool, which is weird. It was blowing super cool all morning long, and then it was just like it just quit, which I don't know what that means. I'm not a air conditioning mechanic. We'll figure it out. Other bad news. Drew is up in Blue, up north, delivering to some lady, or no, a guy. There's a roundabout he had to go through, and the semi bobtailing decided, oh, this is a perfect time to pass this truck pulling doubles loaded with hay. So he jumped in the roundabout with him, and when he came out of the roundabout, the back axle hit the other truck's front steer axle, and it destroyed one of our tires and one of our wheels. Luckily, that's all it messed up. It messed up the other guy. It didn't really, it bent his mirror a little bit, and then took the cap off his oil reservoir. So yeah, the guy was, I don't know. But anyway, so poor Drew, he had to deal with that. So he's getting a new wheel and a new tire, and then he'll be get unloaded, and then he'll be headed back here. So yeah, he's had a rough morning. That was the first phone call I got this morning. Ugh. Anyways, all right. Good luck. Call me if you need anything.
I will.
I won't answer. Another part of my job is making laps around through the yard where we sell hay by the bale. All these different rows should be complete one product. So that row should all be alfalfa. That row should all be Bermuda. That row is alfalfa mix. That one right there, sorry. That's another Bermuda row. Alfalfa. Alfalfa. Teff grass. There's those guys trying to stay cool. It's already 105. 11 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, this barn takes constant checking on, constant cleaning, and unfortunately, when I have time to do it, it's like on a Sunday or a holiday or a Saturday after work, so it takes up a lot of my time away from home. Okay, all right, sorry. Man, what a depressing morning. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not meaning to have all this bad news for you. But that's just the way it is today. Just pulled up, well, not just pulled up. I was at Fleet Pride, got a wheel. I just realized, one, I left my receipt there. Two, I didn't even open the box to check the wheel to see, but I don't know, they're pretty standard. I've got this barn that I keep our tires in because it locks up. I need a 255, 70, 22.5, duh, that's easy. Ooh, these are all big. 295, that's the same, 295, 290, these are all the same, I've got some used ones for trailers. It's my grandpa's fishing boat that he never fishes in. That one looks small. Does it look too small though? 255. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Okay. Let's go. Guess I should look at it while I'm rolling it out of here. It's in good shape. Yeah, it's a... My tire guy calls me up when he gets good used tires in from various things that would work good on pull trailers or on trailers, because trailers don't necessarily have to be as good as steer tires. What do you know? Forney gloves. Want to see them? Take these things everywhere with me. Thanks, Forney. Now, I'm way too lazy. We gotta lock this. I am way too lazy to change this tire myself. Oh, I did squats the other day. Oh my gosh, it had been like 4 weeks since I'd worked out. Holy smokes, everything that I gotta squat or sit down hurts. Oh, I'm tired, you guys. It's been a long couple weeks. There's our shiny new wheel. Drew just loves curbs. He said, check this curb out. I'm gonna hit it as hard as I can.
Watch me go.
Is that not what happened? What happened?
No, another semi decided to get in the roundabout with me this morning.
Wait a minute, you were in a roundabout and someone decided it would be a good idea to drive their semi next to your semi.
Well, to pass.
To pass you in a roundabout, to make it even better. What an idiot.
person.
What an idiot. So, we're gonna get the jack out. We could just bring the forklift over here.
However you want to do it.
Let's use a forklift. I don't feel like getting all the pulling a heavy jack out of here.
We just go unlock the shop.
Lucky for him, I have a key to the shop. So, all right, well, that's what we're gonna work on now. we're in the shop, I better show you guys. A 112, 115 mark. Get out of here. So the magnet is stuck to something. Let me move it closer. It's above 110. Some would say, yeah, but Trevor, it's on a tin wall that sucks in heat, but we're in the shade. What I'm getting at is it's hot. It's hot. Look at Gonzo. Gosh, this guy keeps this truck immaculate. Just pressure washed everything. Just went through and greased everything. Its interior is spotless. Smells good. Wish I had drivers like him on everything. You hear that, Drew? Nothing.
What? It smells good in there?
You're great. So while we're at it, Drew, I bought these cat's eyes deals months ago on Amazon when they were cheap, and they were never installed. So Drew's like, hey, while we're down here, let's test one out. His fear was he wouldn't be able to put that cap on once he installed it, but look at there, they've got a bracket that goes around it. And if you don't know what this does, it connects these two tires to this point, and it tells what the pressure is in the tire. He can walk by and look at it without having to fish around and put a valve gauge, tire pressure gauge in each tire. He can walk, tap that deal, make sure it's all good to go. What's really nice is if it is low, that right there is where you air it up. You don't have to go in and out of go into each tire and air each one of them up and check each one of them. Isn't that sweet? It's my German accent. So sweet. Isn't that viad? Uh-oh, dang it.
Well, I guessed.
I could have held it for you. Alrighty, now he's got to move it again. Or not again.
But it'll work.
For the first time. Yeah, but it'll work. Oh, sorry, I forgot to take the camera. Just loaded glue up. I hate when he does that. It looks dry only because it's been sitting in the barn for a couple weeks. Nice leafy hay. He's going to a customer tomorrow. Hopefully he has better luck than the luck he had today. I'm going to show you guys a little something. It's time to go home, but we're working on AC stuff. This thing has been blowing warm. So Drew's attempting to. Is it working? We lost a plug, which I don't know if we lost it or someone just didn't. Someone didn't take care of it. But I wanted to show you guys a little something. Remember this project? Java's been hammering away on it, all with Forney products. These are the small ones. He's got small hands. But anyways, yeah, they cut this down. We used the old hitch. He measured it out, made sure it worked. He's been hammering away on this. Got two pieces of tubing. Put it in here. There's a little button. Welded the tubing to the inside and cut a hole in it. Slid that in there. Looking pretty good. What my only concern is, I think that holds about 25 gallons of hydraulic oil, and I really don't want to mix that hydraulic oil with the hydraulic oil in my tractor. So my next job is to find. Drew says we should just get a gas motor. Little
separate independent wet kit.
Yeah, a whole separate independent wet kit. I'd like to find a PTO driven one so you can still dump it from inside the tractor without having to climb out here and pull a lever and stand out there. I'd rather just back up.
City boys.
City boys? No. Efficient boys. I want to be efficient and fast. So yeah, he's saying let's just do its own independent wet kit on the back here. And I say let's get a PTO driven pump with still an independent wet kit. It'll still run off its own hydraulic system, but the PTO pump we'll run the system and dump that. So that's the next next thing to do when it comes to this. But oh man, I wish we'd have torn to this later because we are just in the thick of it at the moment. But it's looking good. It's coming along. Drew, do you know what you're doing?
If it works, yes.
Heck yeah. He knows what he's doing. I hope. Maybe. Well,
You did just pick me up on the corner.
a corner. That was yesterday.
Oh, my bad.
That was yesterday. I picked him up in the corner. What's 6:30? Thanks for watching the show. It's kind of a short one. Not a lot going on. There was a lot going on. It is so hot. My camera has died 3 times today because it's hot. So you missed some squeeze work. It was too hot. What was I doing the second time? Oh, looking at hay. Shut off. I think the third time was squeeze too. Shut off again. So I've got to be like picky and inside places or this thing just dies. But thanks for watching the show. Again, thank you, Forney, for all the awesome products. Fluidall, super good stuff. Love their stuff. And working on getting the third one of these. That's another video. We'll talk about that later. Thanks, guys. Just in case you forgot it, it's still camo.